Welcome to Divorce Planners. My name is Stacy Champion. I am here to help teach the American people about our divorce industry. I am also here to help people divorce with some integrity and walk away better human beings. I believe this is possible by doing your own divorce. So our first videos on Divorce Planners are going to be going state by state, introducing people to the self-help in your state. This will help you understand the paperwork and the process and what will be expected of you in this process in your life. As many of you know or have witnessed, family and friends going through divorce that gets strung on for years by a divorce attorney. This process is expensive. It breaks people beyond repair oftentimes. So we will be educating people on the divorce industry as well in this YouTube channel. So we're going to get started right away with going state by state. If there's a state that doesn't allow a divorce, then we will enter into that a little bit later on in videos later. So far, I have a few states that we'll have to come back and visit. We are going to be introducing the step-by-step processes. I do advise that you look at the notices from your courts. You look at any links that will be beneficial to you. And as I go state by state, you'll see where some of those things are. Understand the process of coming into a hearing alone without an attorney. And if you're both in agreement, the process is extremely easy for yourself and for the courts. Now, obviously, if you want to DIY your own divorce and divorce with some integrity, then you will probably understand that here at Divorce Planners, I am not an attorney. I do not give legal advice.
Okay, we're going to start with North Dakota. So you click in North Dakota in your search engine, the courts, and then you obviously click on the link to the courthouse, and you come down here to legal self-help and forms. And then from here, we're going to be looking for, here's our self-help legal services. Okay, so you have what a self-help program can do for you. So they're going to let you know what they can and cannot do for you. And then it looks like, okay, if you are unsure about whether or not this information, contact a licensed attorney. So we're going to continue on down. This gives you general information about the American Disability Act, the courts, free legal answers. So if you have legal questions about while you're filling out your own paperwork, I would suggest using that legal answer line. The one thing I've learned about divorce is it doesn't work like that. Their laws are written to be manipulated for litigation. So, you're better served to just go ahead and get your divorce handled by yourself. And if you need to meet with a mediator, then I would suggest doing so. But I would also suggest that when you're meeting with a mediator, you're sticking to the issues in the required court documents that need to be resolved. If you're in agreement, then you just are filling everything out. So you're going to come down here and you're going to get to family law finally, and you'll see divorce. So you're going to click on divorce. There's a lot of other things you can do here. We're not covering those. We're covering divorce at this point. So you're going to come down. It's going to give you an overview of divorce, what allows you to get divorced, in which court, and then it's going to come down to forms and guidelines. So both spouses agree in writing 100%. So this means you guys have to be 100% in agreement. If you're not, then you're going to have to do this one. And if you can get as much agreed upon before you file, I would do it. So you're just going to have to look at the process of which way this divorce is going to happen for you. We're going to go with uncontested, we'll say children, and see what they give us. So uncontested with children, both spouses are currently in communicating with each other. So these are going to be some of the qualifications that you're going to need to do it this way. This is going to save you thousands of dollars and a lot of time. Even though you're going to have to educate yourself a little bit in this process, you will save a lot of money and a lot of time and possibly, the way your family looks in the future. So here you have the instructions. Read before completing. And we're going to get the instructions. So here you have your instructions. You're going to need to read this. And it's just kind of giving you links, information, things that you're going to need. Again, this is some information that you've already seen previously. Before you begin, review the forms. And then here it's going to tell you the forms you need to complete. This is going to tell you the ones that you need to complete. Okay, so those are the forms you're going to get complete. So it's 9 forms. And then this is what you must do after they grant you your divorce. Okay, so there's the information. And then if you don't meet the requirements, then you need to go back and look in another packet. Okay, so I'm not going to get much deeper into that. You're going to have to learn it yourself to do this. But I do want to show you a form. So here's form 1. This is the summons. It's in order to start a process, you got to let somebody know you're starting a process, and that's what they call a summons. So here you have the instructions for it. So they're giving you the instructions again. And then right here, you're going to be able to go and type in your county, which is not a North Dakota county, I understand, but you're going to just start filling out these documents in each spot that's highlighted with the information. Whoever's wanting to bring the action needs to be here. The other person needs to be here. Even if you're both in agreement, I would say whoever's really wanting this to happen should be the person that's in that spot. All right, and then here's more information that you're going to need from the court. And this is like a temporary notice, just things you can't do. Once you file this, you're not allowed to do any of these things until this is settled. So as you're filling out the documents, they're going to give you information in those documents as well. So there you have it. That is North Dakota. I wish you luck moving forward.